Now, a VS Code hint, tip, and trick of the week. This week is one that you said you use quite a lot, and I'm sure there's a few other people using this service, which this would be useful for.
Yeah, this week it's Stripe for VS Code. So Stripe being the payment processor that we prefer to use, they have great documentation, great features. I've used their CLI for a long time, and the CLI does everything I'm about to tell you. But the extension gives it all to you with nice panels. You can stream logs, create webhook endpoints. The one I use the most is for events, where you can trigger a default event or a custom event. So that's really great when you're, because modern Stripe is you can't, you used to be able to make a payment and you got something back and you're good, right? You use that data, but now you make a payment, Stripe does its thing and it sends you a webhook when everything's like settled, right? When it's actually paid. There's a lot of reasons why that's better, at least for your business, but it does mean that you need to implement that correctly on your website. And using tools like these, it's very easy to say, okay, send me an invoice paid event so I can respond to that and make sure everything's working. So they even have just a one-click button to forward events to your local machine from your Stripe dev. And in the current AI craze, they have a way to ask questions of AI, which probably is somewhat useful. Probably less useful in the Cold Fusion code section. But if you're wondering, how do I resume a subscription in Stripe? It could give you the right endpoints to hit, things like that.
Yep, for those that are watching, you better see there's some examples of triggering new events. So yeah, choose what type you want and just straight from there. Pretty cool. I like that. I'm definitely gonna have to check that one out. So thanks for the recommendation. And then if anyone else has some VS Code things that we haven't talked about in a while, let us know. We know that most of the good ones just keep getting updated and everyone's using them, but there are some new ones that we haven't touched on, or maybe we haven't touched on it for a couple of years. So we can definitely touch base on those there as well. That was our VS Code hint, tip, and trick of the week. Brought to you by Modernize or Die podcast, CFML News Edition, proudly sponsored by Order Solutions. You can see the new episodes every week on cfmlnews.modernizeordie.io or on the Order Solutions YouTube channel.